Passive income has become one of the biggest financial buzzwords of the decade. The idea of collecting steady paychecks without actively working for them is more appealing than ever, especially in a world where social media makes wealth building look pretty much effortless.
But here's the truth. Passive income is, well, rarely passive. It takes effort to set up, right? So here to break down some of the myths is Ryan Sterling. He's the CEO and financial advisor over at NerdWallet Wealth Partners. So good morning to you, Ryan. Good to see you. Can you explain to me first what passive income is?
Yeah, so passive income is effectively where you have an asset base that effectively pays you. So you get a stream of income coming where the idea is
not your job.
Not your job, that you don't have to work.
Okay. So you're talking about like social media or things like that where people upload content, they start banking some money on it and they get a payout at the end of the month.
That's exactly right. So it's everything from social media advertising to laundromats, vending machines. There are a lot of different schemes out there today that have become popular on social media.
Okay.
Yeah, people even sell like online courses, things like that, right? Yep. What about rental properties? Is there something involved with that?
Yeah, I mean, so rental properties, of course, have been popular for a while. But what I always tell people when they hear passive income is to take out a black marker and to cross out the passive, because it is not passive.
Yeah.
These are side jobs, side hustles, which is fine. You just have to know what you're getting into. So, for example, rental properties. You know, a lot of people think that you buy a rental property, you get some tenants, and the money just comes in. There's some truth to that. However, pipes burst, the roofs need to be repaired, tenants sometimes are problems. So it's a lot more work than people think. So again, we're not saying that it's necessarily bad, it's just know what you're getting into with a lot of these schemes.
It is work.
Well, yeah, that's the rental property aspect of it all. But when people are looking for this or chasing the passive income, it's because what? They want free money to spend without having to worry or stress. So why are you saying it's rarely passive?
So what a lot of people are getting into is they're thinking that, okay, I need to be able to supplement my income because we can't all work forever.
Yeah.
So we're big advocates of financial independence. We're big advocates of diversifying income sources away from your job. However, there are good ways to do it and there are bad ways to do it. And I think, again, where we caution is to say, hey, for some of these schemes that require capital, that require time, energy, that just be aware of what you're getting into. And I always like to say that the best passive income is actually hiding in plain sight. And that's dividends coming from a diversified investment portfolio. You know, we have plenty of clients who are in their 70s who are retired and they're living day to day off of the dividends in their portfolio. Now, not every dividend is created equal, so, and please do not take this as personalized financial advice. It's definitely important to speak with an expert on this. But that's where we always have to kind of remind people of, hey, building a diversified portfolio and let it compound over time, you will get to a point where you have passive income. And I always like to use the example, if you have Apple in your portfolio, Apple pays a dividend. If a pipe bursts in an Apple store in Kansas City, no one's calling you. It is truly passive.
Yeah. Doesn't it usually cost something, though, to get even a passive type of income started?
That's right.
And so in that case, so if you don't have that kind of money, can people take out loans to do that, or is that not the smart way to go?
Yeah, so it depends. I will say I'm a big advocate of bootstrapping. So it's what I get worried about is when people say, hey, like I'm gonna take out a loan because I need to buy inventory and I need to buy, you know, I need to pay for a marketing manager, I need to pay for X, Y, and Z. And I always like to say, like, why don't you start out small? So see if you can develop an audience, see if you can sell 1 or 2 supplements or whatever it may be before you go and you take on a whole bunch of inventory and a whole bunch of expenses. For certain cash flowing businesses that are already in place, traditional lending might be available for that and might be the right move. However, you have to realize that when you take on debts, you're taking on a lot of risk. And that if the business fails, you still owe the money. Where if you put a little bit of money towards it and just kind of test it out, if it fails, you're limited to just what you put into it.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. My passive income feels like my Rakuten account. Like from shopping and like making money off of shopping.
Which is work.
Yeah, I know, but this all sounds like a lot more work too. Ryan, thank you for some of the key takeaways. Appreciate you coming in.
Absolutely, thank you so much.
All right, everybody, still to come. Get your sweet tooth ready because the new product set to hit the market that could have you skipping a step when it comes to making a root beer